God gotta have a big blessing for me somewhere, cause all this keep happening.
I also be wondering, just a side note, like,
Yeah,
you know, like if God is a fan of sports, because you mentioned the curveball, I'm like, Lord, I don't like baseball. You want to, do something else. Can you throw me an alley oop? Because I love basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's the blessing. Yep, Independence is Vibe. I'm Travis.
and I'm Chris.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video.
And don't forget to catch us on YouTube and on Instagram at Independence is a Vibe, because you know that it is.
Yes, sir.
So as always, y'all know it's topic time, topic time, topic time. And so our topic for today is happiness really up to you? I think it's a little bit of a weird question. You know
Weird?
what I'm saying? Yeah, I think it's a little bit of a weird question, and the reason why I say that is because I think that happiness is a choice.
Yeah.
You can choose to be happy, but then it's kind of hard to be, to choose to be happy when your situation, especially if your situation changed for something bad.
Yeah.
It's hard, you know.
Sometimes you gotta find a light in small things. It might be bad, but you gotta find a little bright spot somewhere.
I like to punch a hole in the dark or something.
Punch a hole in the dark.
Right. And so, that's the reason why I asked, like, is happiness really up to the person?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Is happiness really up to the person? Like, can we really choose to be happy no matter what? You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's hard, but I also think that it's something you have to practice. It's not something that's just gonna come, that's just gonna come natural and easy.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have to literally practice. Like, I'm gonna choose joy. I'm gonna choose peace. I'm gonna choose happiness.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And the process for choosing that happiness, like, I don't know if, like, you have steps to it. I mean, what?
It depends on you.
And that makes sense, because ultimately, I guess you would, you decide as a person what makes you happy and what doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, I mean, I would choose happiness every time, but then stuff, kind of hit you out the blue, you get blindsided. You might forget that happiness is a choice.
I mean, of course, you're gonna always get blindsided in life. It's gonna always be something that's gonna throw you a curveball. But you gotta be like, you know what? There's gotta be God gotta have a big blessing for me somewhere, cause all this keep happening.
I also be wondering, just a side note, like,
Yeah.
you know, like, if God is a fan of sports, because you mentioned the curveball, I'm like, Lord, I don't like baseball. You want to, do something else. Can you throw me an alley oop? Because I love basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's the blessing.
yeah, but I'm saying
The alley oop.
that's the. I like that. I like that.
That's the
The
blessing.
alley oop. That's the blessing.
So the curveball, it might throw you off course, but he be like, okay, I was just testing you. That was a test.
I know I struck out 3 to 4, 5 times.
So I'm about to go ahead and bless you, give you that alley hoop. Go ahead and dunk it in there for me.
I like that. I like it.
Yeah.
So yeah. I feel like, man, happiness is a choice. You know what I'm saying? If you somebody that's disabled, you got problems in your body. You know what I'm saying? You a parent having to watch your child go through stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's sometimes things will come along that will shake your happiness. Stuff will happen that will try to snatch the joy right out of you. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, to piggyback off what you said about the disability thing.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, it can be easy for us to sit around and be depressed and be mad and be like, dang, I gotta deal with this.
Yeah.
But I mean, you have to focus on what you can do and, find creative ways of doing other things,
Bro.
And that can, help you. Okay, yeah, I can do it, but I gotta do it this way instead.
Okay.
So then that can bring you happiness by, knowing that you can do it, but you might have to do it a different way, but you still can do it.
Okay. I like that. I like that. Hey, helping us out, actually. You know, and that's the thing. So Travis just proved, you know what I'm saying? It's all a choice. My thing is, okay, like when you get blindsided by life, you know what I'm saying? And you forget that happiness is a choice. Like, what's a way that you can quickly remember? I can choose to let this kind of beat me, or I can choose to just like get through it, keep a smile on my face. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you? I don't want to say like click back to the position you was in, but how do you, mentally get back to?
Like shake back.
Yeah, yeah.
You gotta bounce back, like Julie say, man. You gotta bounce back. About to bounce back, right?
Man,
You gotta know your why.
Say it again.
You gotta know your why.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? You gotta, okay, yeah, this something I don't like, this came up, and it kind of just threw me off course on what I had planned,
Okay.
So you gotta, of course you're gonna sit around and be like, you might be mad, but you gotta be like, okay, it's time to pivot. I always say that, you gotta pivot.
Okay. Coach Carter out here.
Maybe you gotta find a different way to do it, Gonna take you a walk.
Okay. Change the scenery.
Yeah, take a trip. Get your mind off.
You mean like falling down the stairs? I did that before.
Nah, not. Yeah, go to sleep for a little while.
I certainly went to sleep after that. Against my will at that, bro.
Yeah, you forget everything, huh?
I wasn't upset anymore.
Yeah, you gotta know why. Just know your why. That's all I feel. And maybe do something to help ease your mind. Don't just sit there and just dwell.
On it,
yeah.
I know a lot of times when I'm going through something in my I guess you could say like the happiness is gone or whatever that I had, like I'll find somewhere where I go pray. You know what I'm saying? Besides that, I used to I pray and then I watch TV. But TV don't help. It really don't. I learned that the hard way. Because TV will remind you of whatever it is that just made you unhappy. It'll
Yeah. Depends on what you're watching.
Yeah. Video games, they used to help me too. Because, you'll pray and then you just want something else to do. Play like, I like sports. So I go play Madden or something like that. 2K or whatever. I could lose the game and still be happy because I'm just focused on something else. You know what I'm saying? Of course, now my PlayStation is broke, so I have no more video games. But but that's okay. Yeah. That's all right. But I think having hobbies where you can kind of just, I got wife and kids, and it's not that I want to run away, but I just need something that I can focus on, something other than bills in a normal life.
Yeah.
And also I think something else that help you too, if your happiness or your joy kind of get thrown off, you know what I'm saying? Switch your routine.
Yeah.
Don't let things get so mundane that you just get bored and stuff like that. If you can. I know some people are like, well, I can't switch my routine. But we can. I think we all can make some little small changes.
I feel like for me, being out in nature kind of helps to ease my mind or bring me happiness, like just sitting out in nature and just seeing life.
Yeah.
Being by the water, I feel like it brings me, like I feel like I'm closer to God when I'm by water.
Okay.
It's like healing power, just hearing the water just.
It is
flow.
very peaceful.
Yeah.
You ever just like when it's raining, you ever just listen to the rain?
Yeah.
Like turn off the TV and stuff and just.
The water, it's like you said, it's healing power. Just hearing water,
Yeah.
And just being outside in nature, just seeing the birds flying and the bugs just flying around, just seeing life.
See, I never thought about the birds. I never thought about the birds. Like you'll look at a bird and be like, man, they are so free.
Yeah.
They are so free.
Yeah, you see the wind blowing, the trees waving back and forth, and
Man, I never thought about them birds. Like they look so free though.
Yeah.
For real. Like they not driving cars, they ain't fixing nothing, they just doing what God made them to do.
Right.
Spread their wings and wait for the wind to
Right.
it's man, that's nice. Kinda wish I was a bird. But no, man, I think I said earlier, like, does getting back in position of happiness, like, does it have steps? I want to say it doesn't have steps, but I kind of think it does because it's a process.
Yeah.
It's something you have to train yourself to do. And I kind of realized, like, being happy does have steps to it.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, and this is just me. Y'all don't have to be like, oh, Chris, an expert on being happy, because I'm not. Talk to my wife, she would tell you.
These are just our opinions.
Right. We not no counselors or doctors and none of that.
Yeah.
I think the first thing is always keep your relationship with God at the center.
Mm-hmm.
He created life, so he gonna know what to do with it when it get out of whack.
Yeah.
But I think a second step, and it's just for me, is to realize that in life, not everything gonna go my way.
Right.
Stuff is gonna come out the blue that I'm not gonna like.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some stuff that didn't come out the blue that I'm not gonna like. And I just gotta realize that just because I'm uncomfortable with something, it does not have to take my happiness.
Right.
If I had to give it a third step, I would say maybe don't stare at your situation so hard.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say that, I mean, yeah, your situation is always in front of you. This disability, these bills, the bank account, right? It's always in front of you, but even that's a choice. You can choose to see it or hey, today, I ain't worried about no bank account. I ain't worried about no bills. I ain't worried about this disability.
Yeah.
This a day the Lord has made, and I'm going to enjoy it. That's it.
Yeah.
Now, however you enjoy that day, that's between you and God.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's video games or, go outside and shoot some hoops. See what I'm saying? But even if I take 15, 20 minutes and just enjoy my day, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I watch like stand-up comedians, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're laughing, you know what I'm saying, you're not worried about stuff. You're not thinking about bad things that happened already. You're not doing none of that. You are just enjoying that moment.
Right.
So, I mean, that's what I realized, like, as far as getting back to that happy point in life, is like, nah, you might not live there, but you can sure get there, And I think that the more we practice, just as human beings, as individuals, the more we practice, getting back to, what, this might be happening to me right now, but I'm still happy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still happy. I'm still full of joy.
Yep.
And that's it.
Yeah. I say for me, man, like you said, keep God first.
Most definitely.
Always gotta stay faithful. And I mean, pivot. You gotta know how to pivot, bro. You get thrown a curveball, you gotta okay, let's go to plan B. Well, stick with plan A, but we're gonna do it different this time. Do it like that,
So you modify plan A.
Yeah, you modify it. Like, okay, life wanna do that? Okay, I got something else. Pull the other arsenal out,
Yeah.
Other weapon out. But also know your why, Let's say for instance, like you're looking for a job, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you getting no. And what you think about, once I get this job, I want to do this, and this.
Right.
Think about those things once you get that job that's going to pay you what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to bring you happiness. So, that's how I look at it.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that because, being told no when you want something really bad is painful.
Yeah.
But I learned from a kid, like, you're not always gonna get a yes. You know what I'm saying? So when you don't get that yes that you want, what do? You see what I'm saying? Because part of that is what affects your happiness.
Keep going.
Right. And so that's one way to get back to your happiness. It's almost like something took your happiness out of you and threw it way over there.
Mm-hmm.
So now you gotta go get it. You see what I'm saying? Like, you gotta get your happiness back. The question is, how do I do that? See what I'm saying? And just like we said, God made life, so you got to go to the person that made life and be like, hey, I said the person, but y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You got to go to God and be like, hey, even if it been a minute, hey Lord, it been a while. I'm back now. I'm just taking on you. How are things? Oh, by the way,
I got all this going on.
as if you didn't know. See what I'm saying? But I think also too, I think it's important to pay attention to how you feel. Mm-hmm. I know I've heard people say don't trust your feelings, right? But pay attention to what makes you happy and what doesn't make you happy.
Yeah.
You know, I think everybody should know what makes them tick and what don't make them tick.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you should know what your pet peeves are and what don't bother you, stuff like that. Because when you don't know, that's how you run into like problems that just pop up.
Mm-hmm.
When you know this certain thing is gonna make me angry, okay, don't go around that certain thing. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, so
protect your peace.
Right. That's a good choice of words.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to protect your peace. You know, until God make you strong enough to be able to go around things or go, in places and it don't bother you. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, we all deserve to be happy. But if you live long enough, you're going to know that happiness is a choice. You know, because things are going to come to rob you of that happiness. Yeah. You know?
Got to create your own happiness.
Most definitely.
Whatever that may be.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, that's all we got for the people, right?
That's all we got.
But yeah, y'all drop some comments, let us know,
Right.
About
some ways
that
y'all,
what makes
that
you
y'all
happy.
make y'all, what make you happy, how you protect your peace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video.
And don't forget to catch us on YouTube and Instagram at Independence is a Vibe. Because you know that it is.
Yes, sir.
And we'll be back next week with another video.
Stay tuned.
We out.
Peace.